LPBW star Matt Roloff lists iconic Roloff farms for sale again, exploring the legacy, family drama, and future of the Roloff empire. Introduction: a farm, a family, a TV legacy. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Little People Big World, LPBW, has been a staple of TLC's reality TV lineup since 2006. For nearly 2 decades, fans have tuned in to watch the ups and downs of the Roloff family, a household that has become synonymous with resilience, family values, and the unmistakable charm of Roloff Farms. Located in Helvetia, Oregon, the 100-acre property has not only been home to the Roloff family, but also a central character in its own right. From pumpkin seasons to heartfelt family gatherings, Roloff Farms has represented dreams, growth, and eventually, division. In June 2025, news broke that Matt Roloff had once again listed a significant portion of the property for sale, igniting fresh waves of controversy, speculation, and sadness among longtime LPBW viewers. With the property already being at the center of intense family feuds, especially between Matt and his children, especially Zach Roloff, the decision has added fuel to an already simmering fire. This long-form article explores why Matt is selling again, the deep-rooted family tensions that preceded it, what this means for the legacy of LPBW, and how the public is reacting to what could be the end of an era. The history of Roloff Farms: more than just land. Roloff Farms is more than just real estate. It's a symbol of ambition, family unity, and American television history. Originally purchased in 1990 by Matt and Amy Roloff, the 34-acre property was gradually expanded to over 100 acres. Matt transformed the land into a whimsical, family-friendly wonderland that included a pirate ship, pumpkin patch, medieval castle, western town, and much more. It became the backdrop of LPBW and a beloved spot for fans to visit during seasonal events. For years, the farm brought the family together. Children ran through corn mazes. Thousands of fans lined up for pumpkin season festivities. But as the family aged and relationships evolved, cracks began to show beneath the carefully curated surface. Matt and Amy's divorce, the first fracture. One of the most pivotal moments in LPBW history was the divorce of Matt and Amy Roloff in 2016. Though the couple maintained a working relationship for the show, their separation triggered a cascade of changes. Amy eventually sold her share of the farm to Matt, citing her desire to move on and not remain tied to a place filled with emotional baggage. But that decision wasn't without struggle. Amy often expressed that she felt pressured to sell. Fans sympathized with her, seeing her as a matriarch forced out of her kingdom. With Matt now the sole owner of the farm, he had full control but also full responsibility over the future of the land and its legacy. A house divided. The Zach and Jeremy fallout. When Matt acquired Amy's portion of the property, the expectation among fans and seemingly some family members was that one of the Roloff children would inherit the farm. Most assumed that would be Zach or Jeremy, the 2 sons most publicly invested in farm life. But behind the scenes, negotiations reportedly soured quickly. In 2022, Zach accused Matt of not offering a fair deal. Zach and his wife Tori took to their podcast and social media to express their disappointment. "The farm is no longer a place of joy for us," Tori said during a 2023 episode of Raising Heights, their podcast. The couple moved to Washington, distancing themselves emotionally and geographically. Jeremy and his wife Audrey also made a bid for the farm, but their offer too was rejected. The couple purchased their own property, further affirming that the next generation of Roloffs would not be continuing the farm's legacy in its original form. Matt's decision to sell round 2. In 2022, Matt initially listed 16 acres of Roloff Farms for around $4 million. After months of no sale, he pulled the listing and converted the farmhouse into a short-term vacation rental. This temporary solution appeased some fans and created revenue. but the underlying tensions remain. Fast forward to June 2025, Matt has once again put a significant portion of the farm up for sale. The listing includes the iconic yellow farmhouse, several outbuildings and barns, parts of the beloved pumpkin patch area. While Matt has not given a full public statement beyond saying he's ready to move on to a new chapter, insiders claim he's been overwhelmed by upkeep costs and frustrated by the ongoing strain with his children, financial pressures, and the reality of aging. Behind the drama, there's a very practical reality. Matt is now in his 60s. While he's always portrayed himself as energetic and capable, time and health eventually catch up. Running a massive property, managing rentals, and hosting thousands during pumpkin season is no small feat. There are also financial factors. LPBW no longer generates the income it once did, and fan turnout at seasonal events has declined. Plus, with most of the children distancing themselves, the farm has become more of a burden than a legacy to preserve. According to recent reports, Matt has also been investing in new properties in Arizona, where he and his fiancée Karen Chandler plan to spend more time. This pivot strongly suggests he's ready to close the Roloff Farms chapter for good. Fan reactions, shock, disappointment, and nostalgia. As news of the listing spread, fans flooded social media with emotional responses. Some shared memories of visiting the farm during childhood. Others expressed sadness, frustration, and even anger toward Matt for not keeping it in the family. Pumpkin Queen LPBW on X, formerly Twitter. I used to dream of taking my kids to Roloff Farms like my parents did with me. I can't believe Matt is just selling it off like this. Reality TV Nerd 86. On Reddit. I'm not surprised. The family fell apart years ago. This sale just makes it official. Others were more sympathetic, recognizing that Matt can't run the farm forever and that maintaining a 100-acre property at his age, especially without family support, is unsustainable. Tori and Zach's response. A quiet goodbye. Zach and Tori have remained relatively silent on the recent listing. However, fans noted a cryptic post on Tori's Instagram that read, "Sometimes you have to walk away from the things you love in order to protect your peace." The couple has focused their energy on their podcast, raising their 3 children, and enjoying their new life away from the scrutiny of LPBW. Still, for longtime fans, it's heartbreaking to see a family so fractured, especially when the show was once a beacon of unity. The future of Roloff Farms. What happens now? The sale of Roloff Farms leaves a major question. What happens next? If purchased by a private buyer, the property may never again be open to the public. The whimsical structures and storybook buildings could be torn down. The farm that once represented the heart of LPBW might vanish entirely, a painful thought for those who grew up watching the show. Some fans have even suggested launching a GoFundMe or forming a nonprofit to preserve the land as a public memorial or theme park. However, such ideas are unlikely to gain traction without the Roloff family's participation. LPBW's legacy more than a farm. Even if Roloff Farms is sold and the show officially ends, the legacy of Little People Big World lives on. The series broke ground by showcasing the everyday lives of little people with honesty, humor, and heart. It brought visibility to the dwarfism community, changed how people think about physical differences, and gave viewers a family they felt they knew intimately. The farm was always central to that story, but what truly made LPBW special were the people, the relationships, the challenges, and the triumphs. Conclusion: end of an era or just a new chapter? The potential sale of Roloff Farms marks the end of a defining era in reality television. For nearly 20 years, viewers watched the Roloff family grow, split, reconcile, and transform with the farm as both sanctuary and battlefield. Now, as Matt Roloff prepares to say goodbye to the land he poured his soul into, fans are left wondering what could have been if the family had found a way to hold on to their legacy together. Yet, perhaps this chapter, painful as it may be, offers something else, a lesson in letting go. Life doesn't always unfold the way we script it. Even fairy tales change. And sometimes, the hardest decisions are the most necessary ones. Whatever the future holds, Roloff Farms will always be remembered not just as a piece of land, but as the heart of one of America's most iconic TV families.